Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, light warriors, old souls, evolving beings. Wow, so much has gone on since I last posted. And I want to share that we have just gone through some major energies, synchronizations, and there's a lot coming up. So I am going to give some cautionary warnings, things to pay attention to in this a little further on. So, first, I just want to thank all those people who participated in the Lionsgate requests. The beauty of it was that everyone who sent their beautiful messages practically got what they needed or requested within a short period. Like within 24 to 48 hours. So that shows you how quickly the energies are moving. And it was just a phenomenal experience. I'm so glad you participated. I love hearing from all of you, especially now that I'm going to be in one place, sort of, for the next few months. I look forward to hearing from even more. And as a quick update, I finally have the website up. It is giftedquantumhealer.com. So you can go there. I am booking healing sessions, soul catalyst reads, and I put a whole bunch up there of fun little things that if you need just a little bit of a boost, and not the other booster that is in the news, but an energetic boost or a clearing or a quick healing, I them up for $33 because I want to make sure that I can get to everyone. And also, we have created a section where if you would like to donate either $1, you have a place to do that, or $33 for an actual session for someone else who cannot afford it, that is there. So please take a look at that for the future when holidays come around. Instead of donating to the large corporations where the money literally disappears, please consider helping your fellow humans out, because we are in one unbelievable, crazy time. We have some bumpy things coming up, and so I want to share that with you. The new website is posted. You can ask for information there. I did remove Buy Me a Coffee because I needed something more. I'm grateful to them, but I needed a different type of service. So take a look at that website. So the grand synchronizations. I'm going to give you a visual image because we are all going through so much right now. I don't know about your dreams, but boy, I can tell you, many of us are reporting these old reoccurring dreams, like massively, and working through alternate timelines. So I got some of the reoccurring dreams. I'm talking like 20, 40 of them over a 2-day period where I was laughing, going, oh my goodness, I forgot I used to have that reoccurring dream. Some I moved further. Some I just woke myself up and said, nope, not going back there. Thank you very much. And you may be experiencing all of that now as well. So I'm going to talk about some of the things you might be experiencing, and I'm going to talk about how to kind of think of it so that we as a collective do not backtrack. And with this visual image I'm giving you, I'm hoping you'll bring it into your meditations or when you put your feet out on the ground with Mother Nature or wherever it may be that you have a few minutes, because we really are all moving together and we want to make sure we're going into the higher dimensions. So many of the 3Ders, their souls have left. They have been either moved to another 3D planet or they have started their journeys elsewhere. So pay attention as you're talking to people to find out whether or not that may or may not be the individual that you used to know. And remember everyone uses the phrase that where you focus your energy is where it goes. And that is correct. So if you are living in a higher dimensional plane, you are not going to bump into the people you used to because your energy just does not mix. As a matter of fact, you could be walking down the street and somebody passes you by and you would no longer recognize them because of their energy. Or they may not even see you, which is always kind of mind-blowing but fun. So I want you to think of how Native Americans have dreamweavers. They create these dreamweavers, and they're usually circular on the outside, made of a twig, and then they're threaded, and from it hangs feathers. Well, they usually hang it on the wall to help with their dreams. Beautiful, beautiful pieces that they make. I want you to think of a dreamweaver flat. And it being flat all around the circumference, the outside, is that twig. And all those twigs are bound together in one full unified circle. That is our collective. On the outside, in many, many ways, it is the new dimensions, the new structures, because we have broken out of the old matrix. And therefore, this is probably the strongest collective that has been seen in this universe. I don't know about the multiverse, but so many wonderful things are happening. And that's why it's been so intense, especially the last 20 days, and why we have some bumpy things coming up. So now in that collective, that outside twig set, there's all the strong, beautiful beings, light warriors, who we're just holding space and energy, and we're linking up with each other in our dreams, and we're expanding, and we are so strong and so solid. And I am so very, very proud of all of you for not falling for the lies and the crap that's going on again. Pardon my language. So then there's all the weaving that goes to the center. Usually the center is bound super, super tight. And then there's all the little weaves. Some of them are strong. Some of them are weak. Some of them can barely hold anything else. And that's the way we are helping the other dimensionals, lower dimensionals. And again, there technically isn't a hierarchy because nobody is better than anyone else, and everybody is experiencing things as they need to on their own levels. But there are some weak points, and those weak points often come in when a person is experiencing a change that they may not understand, and or they are being forced by others to be something that they're not, or they've fallen back into old patterns that don't serve them the best. And a huge amount of clearing that was needed. And I spent a bunch of time with different individuals quietly behind the scenes, helping move energy. A lot of times that is going to affect your adrenals. It's going to affect your kidneys. A lot of people get gaseous buildups, cramping, aches, pains, fevers, you name it. And we needed to move massive energy. The beauty is a lot of the energy that needed to be moved was with the youngsters. So if you are a parent who has someone under the age of, let's say 18, technically it's much younger than that. But if you are pretty much overseeing them on a day-to-day basis, they have had a lot of movement that needed to go through them. So all of us can pay attention, send love to them, let them kind of explore what they need to, but certainly be open to the fact that they are clearing energy just like we are, because they are the ones who are eventually going to step into their full powers. powers that we as humans really truly have not seen on this planet before. Just like we have 3 and 4-year-olds who are literally telling us stories right now about their lives on other planets. So please, and again, this is not medical advice, but I'm telling you, we have a group of phenomenal moms and dads and parents and aunts and grandparents in this group. And therefore, your first thing is not necessarily to run to the old traditional ways, but you are all finding ways to help your children move through this without stopping their ascension process, which means truly no meds are necessary. All right. So I hope that you guys will continue in your strength. Don't let fear seep in. Don't fall back to the old ways, because those old ways truly do not exist with us any longer. But you have to let them go. So something I thought of the other day is, in the old days, quote, last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, people would look at their calendars and their calendars would be full. Oh, I have my 2-year medical exam here. I have my dentist appointment here. I have my, let me see, I don't know, 5-year colonoscopy here. I have my over 50 whatever there. I am asking you to relook at that calendar, and every place you had one of those, think about why you're actually going and what purpose it serves. Again, I don't want to say too much more here because I'd like to keep going with YouTube, but think about what those are trying to do. You are the master of your body. You control and tell it and work with it as to what it needs for pure, pristine health. And I'm assuring you, those little lies that come up and those little, I'm going to say quickly, V's that they are trying to convince you because the school year is coming in, will serve no purpose. And if you don't believe it, look at the words they give us. O-V-I-D from Greek means sheep. There's a new one. Didn't even realize it was happening because I've been so busy doing healings and other things to move this energy through. But I went to the grocery store and all of a sudden everybody had masks and I was like, whoa, no, I'm not going back there. So, of course, I had to check out what prompted it. And yes, the new one, E-R, I think it's E-S, which is nothing other than the Greek god of strife and discord. Don't fall for it. We shouldn't even really be thinking about this because we are so past all of it. And our energies are moving so quickly. We are healing so rapidly. I can't even post enough testimonials quickly enough. And thank you so much to each and every one of you who has worked with me, who took the time to send me a testimonial at docstarseed@yahoo.com. Little by little, they're being posted on the website. So these are moving through. We have so much power, more than we ever thought, that you want to absolutely make sure that new calendar that you're creating of your life coming up is going to say healed. Ooh, feeling fantastic. My teeth regrow themselves. Root canals affect the general energy lines in my physical body. Let me go out to Mother Nature and have her realign me. Our entire thinking and how our year is structured has already been removed from time if we allow it, which is why days can go by and you're like, whoa, what just happened? Or sometimes it can do the reverse. You can sit in one period of time and it feels like that 2 minutes, 5 minutes, were 24 hours. So go to the things that bring you joy so that you can continue to manifest the most beautiful things in your life. But be aware, there has been some leakage, some quantum fabric openings. And that leakage you can stop, but you're going to possibly feel it. That could be in either falling for disinformation, trying to defend a certain group because you have followed them for a long time. It could be even trying to see or watch a person on TV and attaching to them, putting them in some form of role that they would be our savior. When by giving somebody that responsibility, you are depriving yourself of being your own master. Please, please, we can no longer accept victim, perpetrator. We are sovereign beings. All the energetics are there for us. You know, that Dreamweaver, the twigs all the way around, they're solid. But you know what you have to do? You have to reach up to join them. Some people are at the top and they're holding on and they're helping us with the energy. Some people took a deep fall. They are not lost. You are not lost. If you backtrack, do not worry. Say right at this moment, I'm moving forward. I am strong. I am holding on. I'm jumping up as far as I can to grab that weave so that I can join the rest. And we will share your energy. I assure you, those 4 to 6 cycles of night dreams that I'm going through is a massive purging. It's not for me alone. It is for all of us. Because the minute that you step into watching over, healing, overseeing all of these things, you, in essence, have the ability to join and move energies. It is not easy, but it is happening. So make sure that if you've had any backtracking, you realign your heart. Get out of your mind. Don't worry. Don't have fear. Don't try to program how things are going to go. Pop back into your heart and understand this. In the energies right now, we are totally sovereign. Understand now, we are getting help. So much help. Remember, I always joke about the unemployed angels. Don't let an angel be out there unemployed. Oh, the dragons. If you have looked up in the sky and seen the dragons, you can literally see their eyes. You can literally see them move in the sky while other things don't move. As a matter of fact, the other night I was out because I wanted to check out the moon and see what it was looking like. And sure enough, a dragon was right up there in the clouds, and I could see its eyes. So I said to it, wait, can you see me? I see you. And it was just that time that it blacked out a couple of lights where I was standing. Just blacked them out for just a couple of seconds, turned them back on, and I was like, oh, dragons, thank you. So fun to have you here with us. Play with the energies. Do not ever be afraid of them. I'm going to say again, so much of the negative energies, they really are gone. They're only going to come in if you feel like you need to pull them in and fight it. But there's no need to. They're gone. So, beautiful light workers, please, please don't think that they're pulled in. Because if you go down the track of falling for the lies, the disinformation, thinking that all of these entities have come back when they have not, what happens? One collective influences another, and you pull yourself down. we do not consent. If you could see how far we have made it, you would be so proud of yourselves. You would pat yourself on the back and say, I'm one of those light workers. I'm one of those ones who's been holding the thread. I'm not doing it perfectly, but I am strong and I will not break it. I choose to rise. Please, we are rising. Let's keep doing it. Now, there are other things that we can do, and they are needed. Water is being completely re-energized. That's why I laughed earlier when I was talking about the Lion's Gate, because on the day that I had planned to do the actual specific ceremony, although everything had already been resolved well before, I was told to go to another location. So I was like, okay, no problem. And sure enough, I go to this location. What happens? The sky opens up. Literally, what you could not see through the rain. And I just laughed and went, okay, so watch the water. Catch my drift? We are cleansing and clearing the waters right now. So I would like you to pay attention and give your love to the rains, to the mountains, to the water streams, to the oceans, everywhere you possibly can. Your tears. If you need a release, friggin' cry, because it is so cleansing and so good. We need to be able to step out and drink our mountain water in peace. I have been for almost 4 years now. So I'm telling you, with the proper steps, you can completely enjoy the water that comes from the mountains. All right. I was going to talk about that here, but it's already 22 minutes in. If you want to hear more about it, hit the like, subscribe, send me a quick email, whatever way you find is easier, and I will try to respond. So if there's more things you want to hear about, let me know. But also pay attention to those reoccurring dreams. Write them down because they always become more clear, and help yourself move through it. It's automatically happening, but a lot of times, if you acknowledge it, you can move beyond it. And really, truly, I wanted to hop on because there has been so much trapped energy, and the wave is going to come in, because as old systems break down, there is the opposite ripple effect. And you could feel like you are being targeted or brought down energetically. That is not a negative entity attachment necessarily. It could be the collective just stepping on the brakes for a second, going, oh my God, this is happening again. What do we do? So relax yourself, take a deep breath, do not play, because those things do not exist in the way that they're telling you. A common cold is a common cold. And in the old days, you got the cold, so you didn't get that virus again. And as a matter of fact, why don't you just put out to the universe, you have no interest in playing, therefore you have no interest in getting it. And anything you need can come by the energies that are out in the universe, and call on your angels. Call on the dragons, call on any group that you feel comfortable with. Mother Earth, the trees, the fairies, the elves, whatever it may be. Because remember, you are the new you, as I said in one of my previous videos, but you have to act that way, which means that when it comes to your body and making those decisions, you don't give in any longer to what other people ask you to do. You say to yourself, okay, this is the last time I'm going for that. I got the information that I needed, and now I am moving on. That is not part of my life any longer. We are healing collectively. But don't make the mistake of thinking that you still need to over indulge in even the healthcare products, because a lot of people are experiencing toxic load because the minute that they hear, this variant is out or this is happening, they're going to pop on all of the alternatives in one mass group. And what happens? You're just making yourself detox unnecessarily. Everything now can be done with energy. You just have to trust, and give it a shot. I love you so very much. So happy to be with you. Have a wonderful, beautiful, glorious day.